We're going to start with a deep breath in, extending our arms over our heads and centering ourselves. Then we are going to fold forward and touch one foot and then the other, adding a nice twist to the spine. You don't want to lock your knees here. You can even slightly bend them to stretch out the calf muscles. And here I am wrapping my arms around the calves, and I'm not forcing my head through my legs. I'm just stretching my neck a little further. Allow each vertebrae to extend. Allow the gravity to continue your stretch. I'm now placing my hands out in front of me so I can slowly rise without getting lightheaded. I am transitioning to downward dog. One leg up and follow it all the way through into a lunge. And now we are going through the warrior sequences. Really opening up those arms. Here we are going to hold our plank for a little longer than we would in a yoga flow. This is great toning for the arms, the abs, and the glutes. Make sure you keep breathing, but keep support in those muscles. We're going to hold here for a while. Push your limits, see how long you can go. If you're neurodivergent, you do not need to count. You can just find something fun to think about. I know the stillness can sometimes be the biggest challenge, at least for me personally. Now, when you've reached your limit, whether that be mental or physical, you can always do it again some other time. So let's continue with the flow on the other side. I'm in downward dog, extending the leg up, following through into a lunge, and continuing the warrior sequences on the other side. Really opening up those arms, stretching the chest. I really love these basic staples in yoga because very few stretches do you open your chest like that, or in chaturanga where you can open your abs. But here I'm doing some cat and cow, and then I'm threading the needle. It's also just a really cozy stretch. Take your time with it, breathe. And here we're just going to do some mountain climbers. I had to adjust because the snow was super slippery and the compact was uneven. So make sure you're doing what is safe for your joints. And again, we are just doing it until we are reaching our mental or physical limit for the day. And with our minds and our spoon levels, again, if you're neurodivergent, or our hormone levels and our monthly cycles, it can be different every single day, just based on how much we've stretched, what we've been training this month, and pretty much every other variable. Here I am finding child's pose. This is a really comforting way to just rest and relax the muscles from what we've been asking of them, because this is a slow and gentle warm-up into a training. Now we are doing a lower plank. I am resting on my elbows instead of on my wrists. This is a modification that you can make at any point. You just want to make sure that you are at a right angle, that your elbows are directly below your shoulder. If you would like to add some push-ups here, or you are in a more high energy warm-up day, you can go right ahead. Then we are turning over, hopefully not falling over, sliding in the snow like I did. And we are just twisting out that spine. So I am lying on my back and folding one leg over the other and opening up that opposite arm to give a rather large twist in the spine. And repeating on the other side. This is such a nice stretch, and you want to make sure your chin is in the opposite direction to just lengthen that stretch. Here we are going to go into a crunch sequence, trying to find a flat, level place to lay for this. All right, and so we are going to do 10 completely lying straight, and with no breaks we are going to do 10 with our knees bent. We are going to go through this whole sequence straight through and then rest right after. So now you can see I'm at like a 90 degree with my knees, and I've even twisted my ankles, and we are going to do the opposite leg on top for the way back down. So 10 more with our legs straight up. And here we are with that opposite leg on top. Ten more with feet back on the ground. And 10 more with legs straight. Now we are going to bring our legs back up and drop our knees to the side, and we are going to do 20 side crunches. This will really help with that hourglass, but also just strengthening your lower torso. All right, we're going to switch to the other side now. Okay, and now we will find rest. I drop my knees to either side and open up my hip flexors. You can also see I am taking my hands and I am massaging the tightened muscles of my neck. I am first and foremost a singer, and those crunches can trigger my muscle armor, so I make it a priority to relax those muscles as soon as I can. And then we just rest and breathe. Feel that flood of endorphins. Set your intentions for your training. Be present. Why do you want to do this? Set an attainable goal, and I don't mean that by realistic, I mean that as in for you. Do you want to feel good in your body? Do you want to learn this new skill? I hope you enjoyed this low impact warm-up. Enjoy your training.